Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and in this video we're going to have a look at the latest Inside Crochet magazines. So while I get into this, if you've not done so already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and hopefully you might get informed when a video pops up now and then. You won't get them all because YouTube don't actually notify all anymore, but you might get something at least. Well, that was a mission. Right, we'll take the address page out because this is, after all, a subscription. So we do have a freebie, and it is a back to school freebie. So we'll get a look at that once we're done. So we'll pop that over there and we'll look at the magazine. So the first thing I noticed is this. Now, when I first saw it, I really liked it, but it's very high in the neck for me personally. But I do kind of like the design. It's just a bit kind of high up for me. Having said that, there was a time, especially years and years ago, if I ever wore like a polar neck, you know, like when they've got like that rib. I don't know if that's what they call them where you come from, but that would make me feel like I had too much around my neck. But that's actually not like that, so it might be better. I don't know, I'd have to kind of see. Anyway, we've got a festive crochet along. Cute nature game. We've got Inside Crochet clever patchwork effect. Undyed British wool. We have pretty speckled yarn. Stylish striped wristies. We've got a back to school set, which is a bottle set, and we have a bag. And then we've got this hood, which is a bit like a balaclava, but it doesn't go like this, so it is sort of a modern version. We've got moorland scarf, Elter water blanket, and a child's waistcoat. So let's get in and have a look then. 36 contemporary crochet patterns. So straight off, we've got an advert for some mohair yarn, Flare Chunky by King Cole. Looks really nice, but personally I can't use mohair. I'm allergic, but it does look nice. But isn't it funny that when you see yarns that are really, really nice and you look, they're just not suitable for you? It's always the way. So join our Christmas crochet along, which looks like an advent, and win hobby yarns to make this festive cushion. It's a cushion. Mindful making. Meet designer Carrie Chambers. Okay, and what else have we got? We've got this kind of geometric shape. It's got a couple of grannies though. It's a bit strange, but you know, might look nice. We'll have to get into it and see. And I don't really kind of look at these. They're too small. Can't really see any details, so there's no point to them. So we've got a little editorial page. What have we got here? In the Spotlight, notebooks, goodie bag by Serdar. They're not really anything to write home about, sort of thing. A Brazilian brand comes to the UK. It's a Circulo yarns. If you haven't tried them yet, and you can get them from Reedy Cut and Hello Crafts. I might look into getting these, you know. I get some Circulo yarn in crochet kits and stuff like that, but I've never actually had the yarn itself. So what else have we got? Loopknitting.com. I thought this was about crochet. Gorgeous British wools. So we're looking at Jamieson and Smith Shetland Supreme jumper weight. Of course, these are wool. King Cole Naturally Soft 4-ply. Toft DK. Okay, let's have a better look then. So this Shetland, Jamieson and Smith's, is £7.50 for a 50-gram ball. That's quite expensive. We've got King Cole Naturally Soft 4-ply, 50-gram, £16.49p. Don't think I'll be getting that one. This is 100% wool at Toft, and it is £6 for a 25-gram. Bar Ram U Donegal Twists DK, 28% British wool, 72% Donegal Merino, 100 grams will be £18 all but a penny. West Yorkshire Spinners Fleece Blueface Leicester DK. 100% British wool, and you've got 260, that's 100 grams. And they are £12.95. So that's best value out of them all, really. But I can't really do wool, unfortunately. Not pure wool like that, unless it's alpaca. So yarny wish lists, and it's getting a bit posh yarn in here, isn't there? I wouldn't even call it bougie, just expensive. From the archives. So this gorgeous pumpkin patch wreath, and I guess you've got to go, they're from the archives, but they're actually here as well, so you can get the no issue numbers. So it's telling you, if you wanted to do these things, you've got to buy these issues, so back numbers. Okay, books. Let's look at the books. Peter Rabbit Crochet Toys, $16.99. It's by Carla Mitrani, by David and Charles Books, and it is $16.99, but it's in US terms. We have Random Acts of Kindness by Livia Dietrich by Search Press, $12.99, again in US terms. And Amigurumi by Liz Ward, BBC Books, £20 UK terms. So is that like a Doctor Who then? Because it says Who Me. Yeah, got a Doctor Who fan, so that's this one here. That'll be why it's expensive then, because it's got that kind of affiliation. So Crochet Socks That Rock. Now this is Anna Nikapirowitz, who you see in these books quite often. This is David and Charles Books, US terms, $16.99 if you want to make lots of socks. Lots of socks. So, telling us how to do scallop edge, or you could just watch it on my channel. Just saying. We've got placemats, adverts. Had a few of them already. 12 Days of Christmas cushion, with things sticking out of it, which wouldn't be very comfy. And it's done up with a big button. So that's that one. Okay, we have Rustic Charm. Welcome to the cooler autumn days with our collection of stylish seasonal fashion and accessories. Okay, so that's a shawl then. Looks like houndstooth, perhaps. Not keen, gotta say. Not keen on that. I don't like the two granny squares. I made a blanket like that. I was going to do it for Boggy Creek. And I wanted to make a rectangle, and I'd done so many different types of rectangle. So I made the rectangle two grannies and then worked around it. Didn't like it at all. Never even showed it to you guys, not once. So there's the balaclava that we saw. We've got something very odd there. It looks like a scarf with arms. That's bizarre. What is it? We're called this Equinox sleeved wrap. I mean, yeah, it's unusual. It's different. Alpine Bloom cardigan. That's nice though. The little heart stitch. Moorland scarf. Very small heart stitch. And we've got a bag which is called Pippi. And we have something that looks very 70s. Pumpkin spice cardigan with very flared sleeves. That does remind me of the 60s, that. Was that two? No, it's just one page. Natural Beauty. So we have those wristers, and that's the Elter Water blanket. Very close crochet, that. Take quite a while. I wonder what that is. It must be Gary, surely. We've got basic sock and scallop edge placemats. They seem quite ordinary, don't they? They're just granny stitch by the looks of it, with a scalloped edge. Very simple to make. And we've got a scarf called Hoppity, and a bottle holder, because that's shaped like a bunny. Well, the ears are. Okay, this is the Circulo, showing you the amigurumi. I don't have the amigurumi yarn as such in my shop, but I do have some Circulo crochet kits still. although they are getting low. We got to the make it bit, so we're at the patterns. Alpine Bloom Cardigan is by Jenny Street. What do we have here? We've got little granny squares at the bottom, and it's a very straightforward design, as you can see, because it is just squares attached to squares, or rectangles and squares. It's not got any shaping at all. It goes up to a 3XL from a small advert. So this is the Dale's sweater, and actually looking at it on now, I quite like that. I'd have to make it a hell of a lot longer because this part of me does not look like that, just got to say. But this is by Jess Bennett, and it is quite nice. I like that. Maybe I should have shut the door. You might hear sounds of cooking or something in a minute. Small to 3XL this goes up. I like that. I really do. Different. It's nice to have some different things in a magazine now and then, isn't it? Because sometimes they just churn out the same stuff. This is by Cassie Ward, the pumpkin spice cardigan, and it does remind me of my mother, because not only does it remind me of the 70s, she did loads with that stitch, and I mean loads and loads with that stitch. Small up to a 3XL. We have Rickarumical even Christmas cups. They're just trying to trip me up, aren't they? Funnily enough, this one here, I just bought a Christmas decoration, very similar, but obviously it was sparkly, because for me, Christmas is a sparkly time. They're calling this the log cabin tank, and yeah, I can see the log cabin reference, just don't like the granny squares in it. But this is by Cassie Ward, and there you go. Shows you how to put all these sections together. It's a bit like building a log cabin. From an extra small up to a 2XL on that one. That's the digital offer, if you wanted to do that. This is the Equinox sleeved wrap. Now, I shouldn't say that's bizarre and not something I'd wear and all that, because you want them to be original, don't you? You want them to have some original patterns and something different to what you've seen before, and that certainly is that. Whether you'd want it or wear it is, but you know, it keeps your arms warm. It's the Equinox sleeved wrap, but I'd feel like I was in a straitjacket and not able to get out, I think. There it is at the back. Maybe it is a straitjacket, guys. Maybe that's what we need for some people. Extra small up to a 6XL, so that is really good for sizes. So you can subscribe today and save a massive 47% on every issue and enjoy a whole year of crochet. And there's the details if you want to do that. That's the deets. So the Moreland scarf, it does, I thought it looked like little heart stitches, but they're not. This is Catherine Late who's designed this, and when you look up close, it's not. It's more like little diamonds now, look at it. But it's just stitches at the end of the day. It's nice, quite pretty. Like the colours and all that. Looks very, very cute. I like it. So yeah, bit long. It's very long. Some people don't like their scarves long. I'm one of those, but you know, you can have them as long as you want. That's the thing. Zoe Curtis flaxen balaclava. So I guess, you know, you've got the drawstring so you can bring it up closer and be warmer. So that might not be a bad thing. There you go. But still, it'd blow off in a wind, let's just say. You'd have to tighten it up a lot. Highland Heather's Shawl by Rosina Northcott. And I think that's just houndstooth by the looks of it. But it's kind of different. Again, not seen it before. I like that a lot when you do that. Because, you know, you keep buying these over and over again and you see the same stuff. It's not good. This is the Pennine Neckerchief. So we're just making a little neckerchief. There it is done up. There it is undone. Neck warmer, I guess. This is the Ruffle Wrist Warmers. So just fingerless gloves, really, by any other name. And I do like that speckled yarn that they were mentioning. It is, though, a merino wool mix, so you can make it out of whatever you want. It doesn't have to be wool. But it is winter, so, well, it's coming up. So we're getting the woolly stuff. The Pippi bag. This is the Pippi bag. It's like the arcade stitch or something like along the wheat sheaf stitch or something. It's nice. And we got some basic socks by Annie Nikki Pirouettes. There we are. Socks. From a 3 to a 4 up to a 7 to an 8. That's UK sizes, obviously. Autumn is calling. Hello, handmade fashion. So these are back in more of the back issues, and those are the numbers that they were in. So again, they're kind of promoting their back issues. It's called the Origami Cushion by Kath Weber. Yeah. It uses undyed and hand-spun yarns, but you don't have to, obviously. You can use whatever yarn you want. But it's got a few different stitches in this. We've got some bobbles. Just done a whole thing on the bobble stitch. This is the Elta Water Blanket by Jane Zaja. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. But I probably butchered it. But it looks like a moss stitch, doesn't it? Just looks a simple moss stitch in the round, which we have all done on our channel. I certainly have, I think. Hobbity scarf and bottle holder. See that already. It's even got a little tail, that one. Adverts. And this is the Grassmere Waistcoat by Millie Masterton, and it's cute. You could do that in festive colours if you wanted. 2 to 3 up to 6 to 7. Nature Garden Game. So I don't know how you play it, but there you go. It's toys, basically. But yeah, that's by Sarah Reid. And there's lots more. I don't know what you do with these things. I don't know if there's any rules. just don't know. The Celestial issue next month. Ooh. 2 exclusive bonus gifts. And it's kind of cute. I like this. So I did a sun square, but then it looks like there's a moon one. And I was thinking of doing a moon. A sun, a moon and star, which I've already done a star. So we've got the how to crochet bit. Maybe I'll do the moon. We have basics and getting started and how to do the stitches. It's just things that are in here, I guess, like things you need to know. Shaping, colour work, all of the usual stuff and things. And a last bit of editorial. So let's look at the gift then. Back to school. Moving the changing places. Whoa, let's have a look. 4 fun projects for your study or workspace. What we got? A big pencil case in the shape of a pencil. And this is by Kath Weber. It's called the Scribe Pencil Case. It's quite cute. Little gift for a kiddie. Back to school gadget cover. Are they allowed their gadgets in school? Taking it in disguise. Bookends. Make bookends. Look like books. And there they are. What they look like. And we have Castle Desk Tidy. So, don't really look like a castle. It's stretching a point. But you've got the turrets, I guess. There they are. Just turrets. And that's obviously the battlements. So, that's the supplement. That's the gift. What do you think? Well, me personally, I was quite glad to see lots of different patterns. Whether they're ones I want to do or want to make or I would wear, that's different. But at least it was different, you know. There were things in there that I've never seen done before, like having sleeves on your wrap that look a bit straitjacket-like. But, you know, this pullover, there's lots of things in here that's not been in any magazine before. I don't think I remember seeing one solitary thing that had been in before. Only the bits where they're advertising their back issues. So really, I've I'm quite impressed really that this was pretty decent. So the festive crochet along was that game. Looking at it. Okay then, so let me know in the comments what you think of this one. I liked it on the whole, but let's see what you think. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. And as I said before, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. See you on the next one then. Bye-bye.